is Igbo. That is not still a yardstick or the major criteria that you will use to say somebody is from Igbo, because the boy is telling you his grandparents, his forefathers told them they are from the old Benin Empire. You understand? Don't be just the talker. Now all those their forefathers, now you tell them where Igbo people follow, come meet them. And if you come to look at that, the way me I can't look at those other Igbo people that came also, they too, Mona not forget they can still get their settlement in that same Ikwere land too. Okay? But yet, that doesn't still make them say they are indigenous people of Ikwere. Although now their language, all of them can they use because of the gospel and all that. When the British asked Bishop Ajayi Crowther to impose these languages on them. Okay? Now, what now happened? Igbo still get their part for Ikwere. Now, there are some people they get it wrong because they came in very large numbers, according to, you understand? So now it make the Igbo language come supersede. So even this one will not make the talk now, If I thought that they speak like Igbo, it not still make any difference. Because now come many past them. And so now take them like that. Okay?
It's W-O-R-L-U. That is no Lucas. Okay, then Igbo, the third daughter or third son, as in sorry, second daughter or second son. They call it, or if it is a man, they say it's Olu Opera. Or if it is a girl, it will be, she will be Olu. The first daughter will always be Ada. The second daughter will be Olu. So, how does that? We want our people to understand the similarities in these people, and where, because even some Ikwere say they are Igbo, while some say they are not Igbo. So
I think you see now. He says some Ikwere say they are Igbo. Those were the ones where this boy talk about. Those Igbos that they came to meet them there. They are even forefathers even showed them the road where Igbo follow come Ikwere that time, which is still pointed to. The road where that white man, the Dutchman follow come, he pointed. The road where Igbo people come through as visitors, the boy was still able to point it. Because now their forefathers don't tell them. Done.
We really want to put this.
So if you see some part of Igbo there, it don't mean say na Igbo get Ikwere. Definitely they came as visitors, of course. They too, they stayed in that land also. They get their own area. But when you are talking about the indigenous people now, we get truly get land. Na Ikwere first day. Na Ikwere, na go get the land.
Dichotomy addressed. See, anybody who said Ikwere is Igbo or Ikwere is not Igbo, the person is supposed to go directly to the history. For me, that thing will estimate time for me to understand. Even some of the elders in Omagwa, I told them exactly the history because that thing waste me money before I understand it. Because we have a brother.
Okay, no time to play it because the video long small. Mona watch it. If you have not watched it, just watch it from my page here. Okay. This is a video, I believe it should be about 2 years ago now. All right, I just bring and come over to TikTok. So if you never watch and go and watch it there, because no much time like that. So that we go talk about this one. Uname, like this one you did the thing go they make me they laugh because I know saying a lie be this one and some other things, but this very one official, not true. Now you talk for this one. You understand? Not true, you talk. And this one be the ancestor, the real ancestors, because from other places we can trace it to, even from Benin, from every other place. No.
Mama, we still listening to this one. If you listen to this one,
Okay,
where they
when I
interview
pay
this.
for
No, no, interview over here, Esan.
okay, the video not there with me here now. Find and come. You
All right.
understand? But this is his page. You understand? Now their page be this on Facebook.
No, I don't want to visit. I really don't want to visit their page. I have nothing to do with them, bro. I have nothing to do with them.
Not be even only this one page they get. Uname getting own greeting Uname and this other one, whether they use over that side. You understand? So it's from there. Okay, we go then was saying ya wala wugo.
Odokpa mesia ya efela. Odokpa me wasia ya efela.
If Esan, he amudi ayegbe on dead dance. Umion, he already atinave iniro enana. So, because mehame wa minia who understand the that way me no we me very honey. I cannot say no because this is social media. No be me go come they command people what to do and what not to. You understand? But he make him way. Isha. O dedan le vie samu de ayegbi ai. Say. Or say here, say here. Ave mo bosi loku yana yegbi. Yana ke do mi egbi fo. Mi vie san fo. Ian see here. So see a meme gene imave e.
Matano, mama.
Owo feno ro pamelo ro ege mi ro.
Mi ro wa oge. Owo popaze ro kedin, okade ya ogbo ya lupo fo. Oge. Matano.
Egi ano mudi ayi modo ode no khose. E meka taco. You understand? No wogo mege man or wogo be money. Never we me ziggy. I might have 100 enemies. The one when I know say stand on the more
from
evil way. No mudi ayi mode no khose. Only make a way out.
Prince Elisha, look at how you are writing your, putting your writing. You really go school, chef. If you go school, come up when you can't repeat what you
Okay, na Nigeria na. Na Nigeria una can't see get na Esan ole. Ole. See how you disgrace yourself now. So take the follow your ancestor now. Pay your ancestor na eri now. See wetin jealousy do now. See wetin una thing no go satisfy una do now. See wetin una no get. Una one drag. See wetin do now. See disgrace una before the whole world. Just look at now. Wetin no be una own una one drag. The place una no go feel rich in all of your generation ascension. Una come say make una come put to yourself. What you are not at all that you want to claim. The place you don't belong to that you wanted to fit in. What you are not at all that you wanted to claim. Look at how it has disgraced you again and again. Ishan people before the whole world today.
Asian people, you know before, but let me remind you again that Edo, Benin is not a tribe. Benin is just an empire. As in Benin, I be the grace will cover the region. Go reach.
No, Asian people will not be telling you that Benin was not an empire. Go and ask the British what they came to meet on ground when they came to invade. Was it an empire that they met? Was it an empire that the British met that they invaded? Go and ask them. Don't even go to history. Before you go, can they say Benin not be empire before? That one would be easier for you. Call some of your people in the UK, in Britain, ask them what they met when the British came invaded, if it was a village or an empire, a civilized empire. Ask your people over there, made the inquire. You don't have to even go and read books or look at whatever. That would be faster. Mama. Igbo people good. Now go still go cause trouble for this arena. Because Igbo people, they are kind enough now to come and tell you your true ancestors. You now understand me? Because for me, I like Igbo people. We have always been friends. Now, una carry our una head matter, go to give them.
Mama, emenuta na, emenuta ima gu hegwi ho. So ma ima mo bo we root down where. Root down where. Mama mudia ne here
Mama, Inwinesa. Mema gbe sandi na imine. If Igbo people, they not be my enemy. I know where they go to. You don't see me say I talk to Igbo. Not make me vex so. Since when I come on this TikTok. You think say if I think say Igbo na threat to Edo, or maybe there be a real enemy like Kishan for not still they talk to them, or the Yoruba. If you they talk to Igbo, this is social media. You understand? I know they feel tell person what to do. I'm telling you, Ishans, they are the real problem to Edo. Ishan, they are not from Benin. They should leave. Not only that one, nobody should talk about Igbo or Yoruba on my platform. You understand? On mute.
Mama, you so ma, omo come and no refu begira mene. Egi oseme awa tagmona.
I tell you, say Igbo be my friends now, Yoruba. You see me, they eat with them. But I'm telling you,
let's just proceed. Let's move on. Mama, na here, say
now let me go petition since. You understand?
All right.
Who not saying get problem with Igbo, may they go face on. You get problem with Yoruba, may they go face on. Now Isha me and no say they be real enemies. And again, it shall not come from Benin. Mona not come provoke me. Everybody get their platform. You see the one way Igbo just see do. You go just see how my Igbo. You see Yoruba, me I not see them as my enemy. Anything where Igbo and Yoruba do to their papa, now from Misha hand. Now me I say, see say it they come from.
Okay, Mama, I'm a daughter. Okay. I concord. Let them be peace between let's face. Now I go egian ku. Na go egian bebo. Ebo ni nya wi nya go agbe. Na go nya agbe ni nebo. You know, I want to know.
You don't want to know. Because Isha matter where they talk now where people don't know. Isha don't start this thing before una de Kanukon. I witnessed everything. I was here. Isha don't start before una de Kanukon. Isha don't start to they drag their head before Nnamdi Kanu came.
Okay, so when Esan, they don't start for like how many years ago? Like, I know them right from Facebook that time, right from when Okpaka, the Murphy, what they call himself, social media president, and what is it called? Okpaka, Monkey Face, Dion Osage, Ijore, where they use salt and water. What they call the other woman? What they call Oyedowe Nihini and not
When fire
Esan.
mood for it to not make me forget. Now let me tell you something. When Nnamdi Kanu come, some mission where they go reach there, do you know say Nnamdi Kanu go they ask them, say how you tell no say you be Biafra? I'm telling you, I witnessed some like that. Who Nnamdi Kanu go they ask Ishan people? Because first of all, they'll say they come from Edo. Later, when they want to come, they ask them for Samuel Ekpa Radio Biafra. He go say we are from Edo before they come mention Uromi or some other places where they go say they come from. Who Nnamdi Kanu will not be asking them how you tell no say you be Biafra. From the early stage,
Mama, na kill and divide, they can't do that time. You don't understand. Na
You
kill and
understand?
divide, they want divide, they do them.
They'll come they put many times to they explain. Each and people now they tell you that now they go come they explain. Who now they can't go see the question them. You get where they go come explain. You should now they can't go come say, okay, don't worry, well, it's okay. As they go come explain to Rich in order to convince him say they be Biafra. So that one we don't have any other choice. Now he go come say, okay. You understand? So he go come they ask them, you go say, when he don't say okay, he go say, okay, tell me about your worker. Tell me about it. You understand?
Mama, honestly, na Clementa. So,
why would you tell me go video about your home?
Yeah. Boy, can never kiss one here at Terry. Yeah, where Esan or only Orinya be Kakaboy, Kenya case when he done me all since I've been on social media since 2006. I introduced the phone at the Nigeria for 2000, no, Bassajara introduced the phone. Although I hear Momo here again so far, he was one use the phone. You understand? So, man, where, go no. Mama, I may wear again, Nnamdi Kanu now. Nnamdi Kanu, Otano ga no ya again. Otai no ya fien do yeva no. No ya fien do yeva. Oga no ya. We to we ni confirm we adege Esan gele no, Esan gele no adege Esan. No wa ya fien do yeva no. O inya ga wa tire. O ino de que no quer
I certify do yeva. Why you got going with you? I want to paro no certify do yeva. Who is this person? Domatino. Oh yeah. Hello.
Hello?
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from Edo State.
Which part?
From Uromi.
What do you they do? What do you they find?
I'm looking for followers.
For followers. One
Yeah.
go SMB. The followers Igberak Bijou. Abaramoha. So, oh yeah now. Wi-Fi yeah, I do them in yo. Are we here?
Mama,
You got home. Say una go they deny. And if una see una memo na call for me, I'll come check and whether they here. If not, I'll go meet her for Facebook. So if you are not still convinced, make it come explain that to now. Where.
ya na mama ọhịa zekpe abịa ọhịa uye
Yeah. That fire
wese
was.
kakabo wese
Yeah. Oh. We
domo
can
mama
go. Mm.
iya
No.
mama domo
He didn't move it today. So, I move. Now, Shami, I see as the real enemy. You understand me so? I know they say waiting, I don't know. I know be small picking where they go to show me my enemy. Mm-hmm. Asian people make una come follow una papa oh. Hmm. Make una come follow una ancestors. Asian people, you can't deny this. The truth is out. It's obvious. Larry born una. Thank you, wildfire. Thank you. Una power tap. Until I go follow this path. Because you can't hide the truth. The truth is wide open. Okay? Now my ancestor, now it be this one. And again, like I said, I didn't just brought this picture, it had been like 1 year or thereabout with me. I first of all go do some other research, join her. Because I wouldn't want to say what I don't know, what I'm not sure of, before I bring a comment. Other people, let me see say, people they drag, say they come from their place. Mm-hmm. Let me see say people they drag. You are not from Benin, talk less of Edo people can't drag you one day, Isha. You know day. You don't see anybody will drag you. Unlike now, make me be one play this video. Let's say long small just now. About this tsunami and this Ikore man. You understand? A lot like this. When I don't see. Nobody drag you. You are not from Benin, Isha. Una go say una no go let una head rest. Singing all about as if one person drag you. People where that they drag now. You no go sing, they sing like that, safe. Like these Equatorial people, do you know how many years they have been dragging them? They no go even they sing about. Nobody reach where you dey, Isha. You know Kukuma come from Benin, talk less one person go come drag you. Come from Benin, Isha. So come and accept your ancestor.
no mukpo. It was a servant to him. There was something that servant of Ogefa did to Prince Ogun, who later became Obaiwale the first, that made that name became metamorphosed. He now told the Benin people that we will no longer be burying Ubini, we should be burying Nedo, because he did it in order to, it's like when somebody did well for you, you will have to praise him, to honor him, to worship him. That's how that name came from. Ubini, they now became known as Edo today. So when you say you are not Bini, you are Edo, I just look at you and laugh. I said, look at them. I have said it before. If the Yorubas want to lie, when they are lying, they should not mention Yoruba. Because the word Yoruba is a very just now. It is an 18th century word. I like where. Don't use the word Yoruba. When the Yorubas are lying, they use the word the Benis are Yorubas. We mock them, we laugh them, we know this is a propaganda. Because that word Yoruba, Yariba, came about 1843, 1845, thereabouts. The Jebus, the original Yorubas were the people of Oyo. They were the original Yorubas. So we will continue to debunk them. When we debunk them, they want to saga us, we will saga them. And let me quickly say this today. I don't know what is happening. Some historians in Benin have kept quiet. They have not responded to debunk Daddy Mike. I watched Daddy Mike today in that Esan boy platform where he came again distorting our history. And I recorded them. And I asked myself, why is it that the Benin historians, like the Ezemo Kakadu, the greatest Edo, that Edo boy, why have they kept quiet? Why have they kept mute to debunk what Daddy Mike is saying? I want to send this message to them. If you guys are keeping quiet, people like us, we will continue to talk. I thank God for where I come from. Go and look at the history of the Idiani yesterday. Idiani yesterday is from Okeirwe in Ugyosa. That's where I come from. That's why when I was looking at Kenneth Obaraye, he said I'm a commoner. I just look at him and laugh him. I am a prince. I am a prince like Kenneth Obaraye. We don't have to talk. But when the time comes, we will tell people who we are. We will tell them who we are. I am a prince. Go and ask of the Ato Ngwe family in Okeirwe. Go and ask. When you go to my ancestral home in Okeirwe, the ancestral home, you will see there, when you see my house, you know that this is a royal home. But we are not interested in that. By the time I'm prepared, I will come for Kenneth and Obaraye. But my worry is this. If you people decide to keep quiet, people like us will continue to talk. I don't wear Oya. I have seen a moment. Thank God I'm well learned. Thank God I'm well lettered. I've said it before. I'm going to narrate the history of the Urobo people. Whether it is good, whether it is bitter, I will narrate them. Take me to anywhere. I will stand what I say. And I will tell you where I got my source from. So we are here. We are watching them. You cannot distort our history. I got to Agbo Okosu today. He was telling them that the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty, has the right to hire and fire the Enoges. That he was the one that established it. That is good. That is good. I said it before. I said the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty, has the right to install fire and suspend any Onoje in Esan, any Onoje in Benin. Thank God he confirmed it today. I recorded him. Later I will post the video. I've said it before. And when I have the time, I will also talk about Oba Nigun. I have the documentaries. I have the research about who was Oba Nugun. It was a descendant. Oba Nugun is a descendant of Oba Ewekat the first. I also talk about the history of that man. People are distorting our history. So people will be telling me they are looking for attention. I just look at them and laugh. People are distorting your history. You are saying they are looking for attention. For you keep quiet. But for me, I will talk. I will talk. If not for me that brought sanity to the history and origin of these people. People have the history. Some people have the history of these people. They kept quiet, they didn't talk. Until I came out to tell them, no, this is the truth. This is the truth. Our forefathers will not be happy with us to see that what they labor for, their achievement, people are trying to destroy their achievement. And people will come to social media and say they are looking for attention. That is how we started. That's how we started with Monkey Face. Monkey Face almost distorted our history. Monkey Face almost distorted our history. Even when I started challenging Monkey Face, he blocked me in his TikTok. I read a book about the Benin Empire. It was the British, it was the Europeans, it was the Portuguese that described Benin as one, a city. It was the Europeans that described Benin as a territory. Territory means country. It was the Europeans that described Benin as an empire, not just an empire, a great one. Then some locals, some persons who forefathers couldn't talk when the Benin forefathers were speaking, and now coming out talking about challenging us. Even if you look at the history of the Urobo people, they say that if you look at the risk that the EVA in Urobo land we have to take just to gain recognition from the palace of the Oba of Benin, you will marvel. You will marvel. Sometimes when they are going through, when they are leaving Ugeli, they are leaving Okpe, they are leaving Ogara, going to the palace of the Oba of Benin to seek recognition of their EVA ship, they took risk. They were even attacked. The intelligence report say that sometimes when they are going, when they pass through some communities who do not like them, they will attack them. History says so. Brabri, Otite, Ikime, they all said all these things. They said they will even take risk. They have to pass through the jungle, through the bushes. So communities who do not like them, they will attack them on the way. The EVAs in Ogara, in Ugeli, in Okpe, in Jesse, they will take risk to go to the palace of the Oba of Benin, in present-day Benin, just to tell the Oba, yeah, I am the new OV of Ugeli. I am the new Orode of Okpe. I am the new OV of Ogara. They even went to the palace of the Oba of Benin to take their ceremonial sword. That's why they will tell you that anywhere you see Ada or Eben, that is the territory of the Benin. It is true. That today somebody is telling us that the Urobo is Chino to Benin. The Urobos, the Benis used them. I'm saying it. The Benis used the Urobo forefathers as slaves. They used them as human sacrifice. Because in the olden days, brothers were fighting themselves in the olden days. For example, Obaeware and Arua were they not brothers? Were they not the same fathers? They fought themselves. Do you know why they were fighting themselves? They were fighting themselves because of selfishness, because of greediness, because of superiority. When I have issue with Esan warrior, anybody that supports Esan warrior, by the time I conquer Esan warrior, I will deal with the followers. Why was I doing it? They were doing it because so that Esan warrior will not have followers. Esan warrior will not have people to follow them up. That's what happened to Arua in Udo when the Iyase of Udo or Sumege, when he wanted to fight for Arua, when Arua was defeated, he ended up finding himself in the Yoruba land of Ikale and those areas. They were doing it. That's what they were doing. If anybody support me, by the time Esan will not defeat me, if Esan will leave me, he will deal with my followers. So that it will serve as detriment to other people not to join me. That's how they were doing it. It does not mean that we are not brothers. We are brothers. That is history for you. It occurs all over the world. Do you even know that even at a time when the Oba of Benin was trying to stop a slave trade, he was shot by a white man. Do you know it is in history? One of the Obas was shot by a white man because the Oba was against human slavery. It is in the history. Go and read the books. We read for a living. Reading is an hobby to me. When I saw it before, when people see anything, send it to me. I will make my research on it. I make my research on it. I don't wear, I see my mama. If I already this one now, people will remember me for after many years. Let it be so. My tradition, my culture is my heritage, it's my tradition. I'm surprised to see some Benin people who are also good in history, like my humble self. They kept quiet. They refuse to debunk that the mic. They are saying that CIA is looking for attention. It is very, very unfortunate. If this is how our forefathers did, the greatest of the old Benin Empire would not have emerged. In the olden days, if it was to be in the olden days, we will have got to go and attack the robots again. If it will be in the olden days, our forefathers we have marched. History even told me that when the Orobo people, when they see the Benin warriors or Benin messengers from the Oba of Benin, they marvel, they tremble. The Benin warriors were well fed in any way they go to. They were well highly respected. Go and look at your history. The British, the Portuguese, the Dutch, the German, when they came, they started recording what they saw. They were questioning people. People were talking. They were recording. I've said it before. If you say you are not Benin, you are Edo. Benin and Edo is the same thing. It's the same thing. You cannot distort our history. For me, I was on live yesterday. Some persons were telling me we should forget about the Urobos. I look at them and laugh. When I'm live again, anybody come to my platform and tell me I should forget about the Urobos, I will saga that person. I will saga that person. But by the time I'm through with the Urobos, I will go to the Soko, I will go to the Shakiris. 70% of the Ijos are Benin. It is history who says so. And I will quote it. When I say it, I will quote the source. We have a intelligent report. Urobo. The history of the Urobo is even smaller than the history of the Esan people. Go and look at them. When they came, go and look at when they came. When the Portuguese came, when they saw people in the Riverland area, they said there is a superior authority. It was the Urobos, the Jos, the Shakiris that took the Portuguese to meet the Oba of Benin. It was them that took them. If I'm opportune tomorrow, I will tell you the specialization of the different tribes that make up the ancient Benin in the diaspora. I will tell you what the Estaka people who were the Estaka people. Yes, the Estaka people were the geographers of the Oba of Benin. I will tell you what the Urobos did. Who were they? I will tell you what the Shakiris did. They were sailors. Some were sailors. Some were geographers. Some were cartographers. The Estaka people were warriors. The Benins were the administrators. The Benins. During the old Benin Empire, the Estaka people, they were warriors. The Estaka people, who were they? They were the geographers. They were the geologists. Then the Benins were the administrators. I will also tell you about who were the sailors. I will tell you who were the sailors. The tribes that were the sailors to the Oba of Benin. I will tell you. All the tribes that make up the Benin empires, they had the different areas of specialization. I will tell you, the Shakiris, who were the Shakiris to the Benins, the Jos, the Urobos, the Esan, the Esako. Esako people, they are geologists. They specialize in when the issue of earthquake. And let me even tell you again that this issue of toll gate, if you're looking at the history of where toll gate started, toll gate started in the old Benin Empire. Toll gate. Through this moat, there were what we call the night gates in Benin. I will mention the night gate in Benin. I will tell you where when you are going to a particular place in Benin, they will tell you the gate to follow. I will mention the night gates. When you get to that gate, they will first of all screen you like toll gate before you enter. The first story building in Ugoto in Nigeria is in Ugoto. The first towing gate in Nigeria is also in Benin. Benin was well established before the Europeans came. Today, some persons will come to social media and tell us that the Benin is from Ile-Ife. Who is Ile-Ife? What is Ile-Ife? What is Ile-Ife? Who know Yoruba? Go and look at this thing in the whole of West Africa. In the whole of West Africa, the most mentioned tribe in the history literature is the Benin. Go on. If you think I'm lying, record me and quote me. If you look at the history literature, books written about the history of West Africa, the most mentioned tribe is Benin. It's Benin. The most mentioned tribe in the history literature is Benin. If you think I'm lying, call me anywhere and I will prove it to you. Tollgate, it started in Benin Empire. The first story building is in Benin. I will tell you significant achievement of the Benin people. Today, Urubo will be talking that they are senior to Benin. That is not true. Because the Urobo is not senior to Benin because one, the Ovio of Ugeli went to the palace of the Oba of Benin to seek ratification. That is not true. That the Urobo is not to the Benin because the Orojo of Ope and the Ovio of Ogara, they all went to the palace of the Oba of Benin to collect a ceremonial sword. So how come they are not? How come the Urobo are superior to the Benin? How come? How come? How come? I was watching. I watched Mike. He was talking. Taking. The first Ogiso himself is from Idu Yoto in Benin, in present day Edo State. Who was Paidu? Paidu was a Benima. I will prove it to you. If Paidu was a Benima, how come Aka Eme Alpha, they now say Aka is Urobo? The Urobos used to refer to the Benin as the Aka. I have the documentary. They are well stated. And I'm surprised to see some other fellow great Benin historians, they kept mute. Aware that the Maki is looking for attention. Why worry? You are Mokpa. That's what they wanted to do to the Esan people. When some persons, when I was talking about the history and the origin of the Esan people, a lady came to my platform and sent me a request on my WhatsApp that I should not talk about the history. And look, it's less than 3 days after the saga started. Wow, me, I don't know before, I don't know me. No, give me money, but I buy my books. I have my records, I have my books. God bless those people that documented the history of the tribes. I've said it before. Igodomi was known as Idu. From Idu, it became Igodomi. From Igodomi, they don't change it to Ubini, the living whatever. From there, they not end up in Benin. From Benin, they not change it to Edo. The name, they metamorphose. But in the case of Esan, now only one name that they get. And that name, Esan, came into being during the reign of Oba Ewade the First. If you think I'm lying, tell me what the Esan people will know before they not change it to Esan. You come and tell me. I'm quoting Dr. Christopher Okoje. Dr. Christopher Okoje was a man of timber and caliber. Late Dr. Christopher Okoje was a man of timber and caliber. That kind of a man will say a thing, you will say what they talk, saying a lie, not be true. He did everything. Ewosa, Ewato, Ewo Ihimi, Igwebe. All history are documented by Okoje of blessed memory. Of blessed memory. I say it's ghost DNA, the knock culture. The knock culture. What is the meaning of knock culture? Tell me the name the Esan people will know during if they come from the knock culture. What were their names? What were their names? What were their names? We are here for you people. When you see any video, send it to me. I will debunk it. I have my books. They are well written. Anyway, problem. I know a problem. So we are here. When you say you are not Esan, people will say they are not Benin, they are Esan. Is that not foolishness? Is Benin not Esan? Is a do not Esan? When we say Esan people are Benin, it does not mean we are not Benin to them. If you talk about marginalization, now the Esan people now they marginalize Benin. If you talk about marginalization, the word marginalization means to belittle. If you want to look at which tribe is really marginalizing who, it is the Esan people that is marginalizing the Benin. And I will give you evidences. I will give you evidences. When I say a thing, ask me what to prove it. When you talk about marginalization, it is the Esan people who are marginalizing Benin. The late Tony Anene, we know what he did in PDP. Late Tony Anene, it's an Esan man. Onoli Meme, Federal Ministry of Works. Onoli Meme, we know the story. Late Enaoro, we know him. We know him. We know how many Esan people have been vice chancellor of the University of Benin, where I graduated from. We know how the so-called and the robos, how they marginalized the position of the VC of the University of Benin for decades. It is just very just now that a Benin man became VC of the University of Benin. In those days, they were from Delta State. They were also Esan. Most of the position in Edo State today, they are occupied by the Esan people. With the Benin, we didn't complain. The other time, they were complaining about Esan becoming the governor. I supported the next governor of Edo State to be an Esan man. I supported it. I'm a Benin man. I'm from Okehiro in Iwode. I supported it. I even learned that Eromosere and others are saying my village is Esan. I know the history of my village. The history of Okehiro or Irwe. I know the history. Some are Benin, some are Esan. The Bible saying that my village is Esan. My baby sister from that Okehiro girl. That's my baby sister. That's my baby sister. That is the village where I come from. I know my history. If I can tell the history of other people, why can't I tell my history? Okehiro is not Esan. It's a mixture. People mixture. Because in the olden days, there is always migration and settlement. If you are not satisfied with a particular area, you will pack your family. You go to another area and live and do your settlement. That's how we lived in the olden days. When you have problem with your brothers or with your community, with your kinsmen, what you will do? You carry your wife Bepo, or Emo, Ame, wife Vinya the Gbe, what we are Gbo, what we are soon that war. So we are here. If other people are not talking, I will speak. I will continue to speak. He said, I saw a video where he was saying they should come and tell us the meaning of Obagodo. Obagodo. Or what is Obagodo? Godo. For me, the word Godo means Godo. You that one alone self, you don't really get the meaning of Obagodo. Ere, Orire. The kinsman of Igodo, he became the second Ogiso. They were kinsmen. If the first Ogiso comes from Iduon Roto is the president in Edo State. So that one already show you that the first Ogiso was a Benima. He said we should come and tell the meaning of the word.
We have a Mujafo. My custodian yesterday tell me say na we get Ogiso with the Esan. We get about 20 Ogiso. And we born Benin. Yesterday I really get confused.
When I for born Benin, you know the book way for showing.
My custodian story I tell me yesterday Agbo Kosu.
You know what today when Agbo Kosu they talk say now about Benin get the right to hire and fire and Nogi. You know we talk today.
No, I'm not there. I'm there busy since. Now yesterday I listen to them. Whether not correct yesterday when they talk, I don't know.
Agbo Kosu, do you know what the reason why I like Agbo Kosu? The reason why I like watching Agbo Kosu is that if he talk something, he go give me answer. Wow, take the bunker. That's why I like him. Agbo Kosu. The reason why I like watching him when he is talking, when he said this thing is not true, from what he will say, I will not know that he is lying. I watched him today and I recorded him today now. When he was, I said it before during the issue of a Okukun. When I said the Oba Benin had the right to hire and fire any onoge in this land. I said it before. When I was doing the BTC. He said it today now. Even the metav of Kwanegi Epan, Epan Edwata na. Keke know them. He said it now. I watch him more. I always watch Agbo because you know that I'm watching him. I watch him with this my TikTok name, Elo Sanyayo. I watch him now. I watched him. So for me, according to my sister Lily say, he say I always watch her. When I watch her, from her I get topic. Yes, that is true. Lily was right. Lily knows. Lily knows that I watch her. When I'm watching her, she will know that from what they are saying, I will use to form topic. She knows now. That's why I told you that Lily is an intelligent woman. She's intelligent. That's what she told me. She said, hello, sir. You will always go to my platform to listen to get topic, and that is true. She's right. Me I tell you, maybe to it has she already. She doesn't know that they watch her now. It wasn't not Lily. It wasn't not Lily who told me that all those things that all those things that I have said about the Esan people, that I should tell her where they can find the page. It's Lily now. Are you not aware? Huh? Are you not aware? Lily told me now. He said those things. Lily brought me to life. He brought me to her live video and started asking me where we have Odelimi, Remosele, and others. He said those things that I have said about the Esan people, that which page can they find it in Okoje's book? I told her it is in Okoje's book.
Are you telling us now that Esan history have evidence?
Yes, now. There's evidence
Because
now.
if our historian they talk to us, our fake historian, they give us any reference.
Yeah. It is from Okoje. It is from Okoje. I discovered that Ewato, Ewosa, Ewo Ihimi, there are three of them are brothers. It was one who said it. He said they got that information from the people who live in those communities. He said Ewosa means it's a settlement named after Osa. Ewato is a settlement named after Ato. He said Ewo Ihimi. This Opaika village. Opaika village is not Ewo Ihimi, it's Ewo Ihimi. It was the British that corrected it to Ewo Ihimi. Opaika village is Ewo Ihimi. That is the village of Ihimi. As we have Igweben, the village of Eben. Eben was a Benin warrior. When he was returning from the Benin Ida war, when they were returning, they discovered that what the leftover of the food they ate, they discovered that those things germinated. And when they harvested them, they got big tubers of yam. And now where this community will not leave this community. He sent message to the Oba through some tubers of yam that he harvested. But Yakam Oba where hotel na or Mananamugbo. That was the reason why we say that settlement. There are different reasons why people will settle in a place. A settlement is a group of people living together in a particular place. What will make people to settle in a place? There are many reasons. One is security. Another reason is that the land is fertile for agriculture. In the olden days, people were moving from one place to another to seek for settlement. They will settle in a place when the land is fertile for agriculture. That was the case of what led to the existence of Igbo today.
Mr. Elosa, why Benin people come they say they swear for our land, say nothing they grow for our land? I mean, only Igbo, that's something for the group.
Yes, that in particular Igbo, that settlement known as Igbo today came into being because the land was fertile for agriculture.
Okay.
Yes, that is what led to the settlement of Igbo. The reason why Eben established that settlement was because that land was fertile for agriculture. So in the case of other community, it was for security. Maybe where Marigo Bazua, Manawi, no market, yeah, Gabalima, my legbo, my Paigo Bazuare, my Runibe, my Tota Runibe. So even when the Runibe is not good for farming, for example, we will stay there because of security. So every settlement you see, there is a purpose why the earlier settlers settled in that place. But in the particular case of Igweben, it's because the land was fertile. And Eben was a Benin warrior. He sent on a Gioba Noga Road during that period where Otona or Mananamubo, Magide, Mawatota Yima.
Because what make me the answer, we agitate for Esan State. So they can't say nothing they come out for our land. Now so give that they give us. We'll not get what we want they bring out for our.
Yes, let me answer the question. Let me answer the question. For me, my brother, I am not against Esan State. The problem I have with the Esan people.
No, not be you. Now government they talk and I say nothing. We'll not get anything. Say na dry land now we get because of that one now we'll not get anything to offer. Say now they give us. So
yes, that one. There are many states in Nigeria today. What did they provide give federal government? No, but that one they just want to take council now because none of follow the appropriate authority.
And another thing,
listen. For example, now if the Oba of Benin says His Royal Majesty, Oba talk by if he say he want Esan State, the federal government will give him.
Yeah,
Two of us.
yeah, it's true.
They'll give him. So they for you to create state, they also play politics in it. There are states in
Because
Nigeria today. There are states in Nigeria today. If you look at what they contribute, it's peanut.
because the why I believe that when before this election, when some of our many all our Enoji, they went to Oba Palace in Benin. They went there to beg for one of our person to come out as governor, and the request was granted to our.
That's why I said. That's what I said just now. I said the Esan people that want Esan state, Odenia, the route they follow, the channel they follow to get the state, was not well agitated. It was the wrong source. It was the wrong route. I said that when His Royal Majesty wants Esan state, the federal government will give him. I said, Benia, the reason why I support Esan state was that our allocation will increase. But the reason why people wanted Esan state was because they feel that the Onojo in Esan land were under the Oba of Benin. So the reason why they were agitating for Esan state, people like the Remosele, Agbo Okosu, Lili, and others, and others. The reason why they were agitating for Esan state was because they feel that when they get forces of nature, they feel that when they get Esan state, the energies in Esan land will no longer be under the authority of the Oba of Benin. That was the reason.
But all our Enoji, they are still under about Benin now.
That is what I'm saying now. That's why we didn't support it. That's why I said they follow the wrong route.
So
That's what I said. Like the people now, the Olu of Wari, say that since, even though he's in Delta State, he still recognized the Oba of Benin as his father.
yeah.
Is it not true? There are some of them in Bayelsa and some of them in River State. They still recognize the Oba of Benin as their father. But in the case of the Esan people, they were doing it because they feel that once they have Esan State, the indigent will no longer be under the Oba of Benin. That was that foolish mentality. I'm telling you the calculation.
I even thought that maybe it was because our land was too small for
Leave all those ones. Leave all those ones. If they are women aware, if Esan people follow,
can 12% have a state?
if what they would have done is this: if they want to have Esan State, if really the Oba of Benin wants Esan State from Edo State, he knows what to do now. Already when I carve me so buy. I mean now when ya cafe. Alway the landscape is small. Or buy. I mean now when ya. You understand? Because sometimes people want a state because they feel that they will get more money from the federal government. That is politics. State creation is politics. They feel because of the federal allocation they will get from the federal government. Also, an accredited state. If not, there are some states in Nigeria today, they are not supposed to be state. But they just use politics to create those states to get more allocation. So that's why I said before that if we want more state in Edo State to be created from Edo State, we should go to the Oba of Benin, His Royal Majesty, go and discuss it with him. He is the one that is in charge. He is the one that will tell you yes or no. I do not have the right to create Esan State. Go and meet the palace. Because they want not to.
But you know what way they vex me when about this governorship. All our Onoji, all of the park go Benin, go beg about Benin, say they want me one person come out for Eastern Central. But now, I go close to the come out, call they claim the glory.
No man, I mean, not
Claim the glory where our Onoji go Benin, go beg food.
You know, say I go Okosu.
Because I agitate food.
That is it. That you yourself, you know that is a fallacy and a propaganda. You know now. When this Esan State model of Pueblo, during the gubernatorial election in Edo State, did you not see people who were talking on TikTok? People like my humble self, people like People's TV, people like Thomas Sakara, people like IK Kingsley, the Sam Kingsley, and a few others. We were the ones that were supporting Esan. We were agitating for the next governor to be an Esan man. Did you not watch it?
But I idiot when they come up for social media, they say
no, it's not the one. That is not true. People like go and ask people. Go and ask social media blog. If social media blog is truthful, it will tell you that the reason why I have problem with social media blog today was because social media blog was supporting us when it go down. While I was supporting Modo Pueblo. That's why we have problem. If not, we don't have any other issue. Yeah. This forces of nature. Do you know the reason why forces of nature is insulting me is because forces of nature was saying he support Aswen. Me, I was saying that I support Modo Kwebolo. That's how we play the politics now. Go and watch my live video. You will see them. Go and make Christian. Go and ask him. He will tell you the truth.
This was when all of the pack to this is one of the picture. When all of the pack to Benin.
Are you not telling us that when they go to the palace, they will not have the one there to our side?
If you want Esan State, Esan State, the people that own that land, people
they
will
have the one there to our side to make it a state.
Yes, if they didn't want to get a new state from Edo State, yeah, they can do it.
They will have the one there. Then what they will not become Esan.
What they will do is this. If you watch now, what they will do is this. Very simple. The traditional rulers will meet, just as they meet in the case of this one, when they want to go and tell the Oba that they want Esan State.
You want me to go back again?
Yes, listen. When they go there, listen. This thing are politics. We need more money. We'll go. The traditional rulers will go and meet His Royal Majesty. They will discuss it together. They will tell the people in the community that, look, even though they are going to put you Benin as part of Esan, we know where you come from. Don't worry. We need more federal allocation from the federal government. It is a consensus. That's why I was telling the Esan people that all of us we agree. So okay, if we create Esan State now from this Edo State, the federal allocation coming to the Edo State will increase. But we still know where we come from. The people in Enugu Ezike, even though they are in Igbo land, they know that their ancestral home is Benin now. The people in Ekwere in River State, even though they are in River State, you see they telling you that they are from Benin. Is it not? Yes, now.
You know, in our Esan. When we have our state as an Eastern state,
yes,
you know, and the Igbo people, they are the ones that develop our land. You know, they will not give us the power to rule. They will take over the governorship from us.
No, they cannot. They cannot. You know what they cannot?
They will do it.
No, listen. 70%
of Esan, it is Igbo people that develop it now.
Listen, because
Igbo
you know why?
will not be ruling us as the governor.
No, you know why I say they cannot do it? If you look at it now, one of the reasons why Aswen Igoda will lose was because of his wife. The reasons why Aswen Igoda will lose, even though we know that Aswen was most qualified academically more than Modo Okwebolo, there were reasons why he lost. One, he was affiliated to Obaseki. Then two, he was not having a cordial relationship with the palace. Then three, his wife. If we should have Esan State today, I'm talking the fact. Take me to anywhere. If we have Esan State today, before anybody become the governor of Esan, governor in Esan State, they will scrutinize him. Because if you look at it, before you become a governor of a state, you must be an indigene of that place, not by birth, but by your parents. If you look now, those Esan people today now, those Igbo people today now, they'll say your father, where is he from? If your father is an Esan man and your mother is Igbo, you are qualified to be governor. But if your mother is Esan and your father is Igbo, you cannot be governor. Go and check other places. That's why you see people will be denying their identity that they are this, they are that. You cannot do it. Before you become a governor, it must be indigene. That is the structure. If your father is Igbo and your mother is Esan, that would disqualify you. But if your father is Esan, your mother is Igbo, they may allow you. Go and watch the governor of Edo State today. The father and mother are Benin. Just as we have the Olu of Wari. You see what the Olu of Wari did? This current Olu of Wari, by tradition, is what must be from Benin.
In our Esan, we get many people that their forefather during the time of war that stay with us. They are not behaving like Esan. By the time we finally have our Esan state, those people will contest as Esan people, and they will also win.
Yes,
They are
for
not
example,
they are not be ruling by
let
the
Ambrose
Igbo.
Ali. Yes, let Ambrose Ali. His four forefathers were from Nupe. His four forefathers were from Nupe. His forefather lived, married, lived, and have children in Ekoma. Like that place they call Emado. Do you know that place Emado in Ekoma? It was established by a stranger. Do you know that place Emado in Ekoma? Emado in Ekoma. It was a stranger that established that settlement. Are you aware of that? Are you
No,
aware? Uh-huh.
no.
Okay, Emado. That Udo is the name of a person that came, that is a foreigner. Emado. That means the community of Udo. That is another history for another day. That Emado in Ekpoma today, it was founded by a stranger whose name was Udo. That's what they call it, Emado. If you look the name of all these settlements, it is named after the first settler. It is named after the first settler. It is history. If Ambrose Ali was the governor of Edo State, they did not rule well. They will do it now. So Igbo cannot take over. Because if you look at it in Igbo land today, before you become a governor in that place, your father and mother must be Igbo. That's why you see that sometimes the former archdiocese of Benin, Austin Okwegwe, when some Benin did not allow him to become the Catholic priest in Edo State because they said he was an Igbo man. All those things will come out in politics. If when I want to contest as the governor of Edo State tomorrow, people will be looking for wanting to disqualify me. So
But
all those
Mr.
things
Elosa, Mr. Elosa,
Huh?
the problem we have in Esan land now, we don't even know the real Esan anymore. We don't
When it comes
like for example now, like Ambrose Ali, we didn't even know that it was from Nupe. You know,
people knew. You may not know, people knew.
we not even know who be the aboriginal, like our own now. The way they give post, the way they give title to answer people. Me, I even the wonder whether
That one money, they find money, now money.
ancestors, whether now in outside for come.
No,
Like I mean, ask them. Now
the
they
reason
talk.
be say, the reason why I ask them to do all those things be saying number one is money. Then number two is that those people have lived long in that settlement. They have lived long in that settlement. But living long that what they call naturalization. You can become a citizen of a place, of a country by birth, by ancestral, by naturalization. Naturalization simply means that you have lived long, you have stayed in a place. Like that issue of that market at the back of the Onoje Palace in Uromi. That one is that one is justifiable. He said that place, it was the Hausa people that started that market. So, if you want to be sincere, the Onojo of Uromi was right to say let the leaders of that market be Hausa people because they were the one that started that market. So the only problem we are having is that sometimes when you give strangers opportunity to opportunity in certain places, they want to turn it to their own. That is the only problem. If not, there's nothing wrong in what the Onojo of Uromi did.
But
He
the
said that
problem here now, ask them just sell our land, give Hausa people and people finish.
that's why I said money. That's why I said two things was finance and secondly naturalization. If you watch now, most of our land they have been sold to strangers by our traditional rulers, by our community youth. They've sold our land to many people. That's why in future.
Mr. Elosa, I don't even want to ask them say make you move on for politics. You understand? Now because of politics, now make Adam Oshomole affect the throne now. It not be about Benin. It not be about Benin. If they want bush, they clear grass now. You know, see,
that
now,
one is another topic.
ask them know me. You know me now. Now I for come. He knows.
Esan warrior. That one you are saying now, it's a very big topic for another day. Politics and traditional rulers.
If not, they go dethrone the second time. Me, I don't want me to dethrone our own OG.
Now, so that they do. If politicians say you not support them, they can't win. The one me they dethrone traditional rulers. Now, so that they do. You know, say Obaseki, you know let Obaseki do. You know, say if he dethrone about Oba or His Royal Majesty, if he dethrone her, nobody go occupy that space. May I give you short history? Before, when the British were looking for somebody to take over the post of the Oba of Benin, they met with the Otaro of Aunchi, come and become the Oba of Benin. He rejected. That is history for you. So what politicians do is that when they see traditional rulers are not supporting them, what they do is that either they dethrone him or they will balkanize his community. That was what Obaseki wanted to do. Obaseki discovered that if he dethroned His Royal Majesty, it will not work. That's why he started balkanizing the community, turning the Eniges against the palace of the Oba of Benin. They are now backfire on the Eniges today. All the Eniges who were suspended today, they wanted to, the Obaseki used them, he wanted to use them against the palace. So it's very clear. That's another big topic for that day.
Let us tell him, I don't know the commotion for bad things. It's not good. I dey tell him. Where Benin people they call us betrayer?
That one, something transpired. Something
With
transpired.
Esan.
Let me answer you, my brother. Even though say the Benin are saying Esan are betrayer, that does not mean that Esan and Benin are not the same. Get it well. Brothers fight. Brothers rebel against each other. But that is not enough reason for you to say that the Benin and the Esan, they are not the same. The Benin and the Esan are the same. How do I know? It is history who says so. I was not there. You and I were not there. Now, if you look what that thing you said now, for example, they will tell you Oba Onyato Sewebo. They will tell you Edo Isiagbon. Emion Sunu Nyana Aten Eni Latia. I have the history. The history why we say Edo Isiagbon. The reason why we say Oba Nyato Sewebo. Something happened, something transpired. There are beliefs. And all these beliefs are done just to eulogize, just to pray, just to honor, just to worship the Edo people. Something transpired. When Esan will not invite me for another day, I will tell you why they use those words. So when we say Esan people are betrayer, or where we are for example, the second onoje of Uromi, Agdanoje, it was rebellious now. It was a betrayal now. What led to the Benin Uzea Uromi war? That is what you said now. So something happened in the past, like the Urobos now, for example. They will tell you that Urobo Wayo. You don't hear them? They'll say Urobo Wayo.
One of my Benin friends, they laugh me say, when Benin people reject, say they don't go send for one Nigeria. With the Esan, we go around, go to meet them for this thing, go they do, go they send.
Okay, Tony Anine, Tony Enaoro.
Yeah, they say for that one, it will be betrayer.
No, that's not true. That's not true. What Tony Enaro did was a good job. What Tony Enaro did was a good job. What he did was unity in diversity. So that is not true. Like when some people were saying that it was Obaeredawa that caused the Nigerian Civil War. That is not true. If you look at the case of Obaeredawa of blessed memory, what he did was just to interpret to go on. Because Obaeredawa is a well-learned human being. I hope you know that our Oba was a lawyer. Obaeredawa of blessed memory was a lawyer. So in the Aburi Accord that was done in Ghana, when Gowon and others returned, it was what I now explained the implication of that agreement that Gowon signed with Odumegun. So when the Igbos are saying the war was caused by Obaeredawa, that is not true now. So likewise in the case of Enaoro, what Enaoro did in around 1957, he was right. He said we should come together and become one. So the problem we're having in Nigeria today is not because of Enaoro. That is not true. When Nigeria is having problem today because some people don't want Nigeria to grow. So the late Unaja Azikiwe and Enaoro, they were all right when they said one Nigeria. They are right. They are right because there are some things in the north, they are not in the south. There are some things in the south, they are not in the north. So they were all right. That is not true. That is not true. Don't listen to them. That's not true, my brother. That's not true. I'm telling you history. I'm telling you history. If you take me to anywhere, I will tell you. All those things are they Unaja Zikwe did well. Enauro did well to come up from one Nigeria to agitate from one Nigeria. They were all right. So which other question you want to ask if I call it today?
Yes, sir, please, can you educate us how we Uromi migrated from Benin?
Yeah, it was during Uromi people. Even the word Uromi was corrupted by the British. The real word is Uromu. Urumu. It's not Uromi. And I said it before. They are from where? Idumosa in Benin City. The early settlers in that land today known as Uromi were from Idumosa in Benin City. Go and find out if there's a place in Benin known as Idumosa. Go and find out. What are you talking? I will, if you have enough time, I will tell you everything, the Eguares in Esan land. I will tell you all of them how they all migrated from. That should be on that day. But just know that the Uromi people, they are Benin. They are from Idumosa. Then the one of Ugboha, when Mude Tribunal said they're also from Benin, is true. It was right. Ewosa, Ewato, Ewehimi, Igwebe, all of them, they are all from Benin. That Benin, that's what we say. They say that historians always use the word ancient Benin. Ancient Benin in diaspora. Ancient Benin in diaspora. They are Onwa, Esako, Ika, Agbo, Ilaje, Ikale, Esan, Urobo, Ijo, Esako. They are known as ancient Benins in diaspora. Those were the people that make up the old Benin Empire. Why did they talk like?
Okay.
Esan people, they were warriors.
Okay.
Listen, before I round up. Esan people, they have always been warriors. The Beninese, they were the administrators. The Esako, they were the geographers, the geologists. Then these water people, they were the sailors. Well, this all these water people, they were sailors. You feel me? They have, during the old Benin Empire, every tribe that made up the Benin Empire, they have their own area of specialization. The Beninese have always been administrators. The Esa, they are warriors, they are fighters. The Esako, they are geologists. Then the water people, they are sailors. It was the sailors that told the Portuguese that, look, there's a superior Oba in the hinterland. It's not the sailors in Uwana in Delta State that told the Portuguese that there's their king, their ruler in the hinterland. They were the ones that took the sailors, were the ones that took the Portuguese to meet the Oba of Benin. So why are we changing history? I beg you. Now come on for here.
Okay, we have Wamuda. I beg, sir. Mr. Hello, sir. I feel ask question.
Ask me. If I feel remember, I'll tell you. If I don't remember, I'll tell you next time.
Mr. Hello, sir. Please, I was in a platform in Mrs. Osaro platform, and Uromi boy came up. He said that there's a particular session in Uromi that is caused. Can you explain that to us?
That one is so. That one is another topic for another day. There was something that transpired that led to the cause.
I want you to explain it to the host. The host never understand about that.
Yeah, I want to hear that, sir. Please,
yeah,
sir.
There's a particular session in Uromi. Is the people are caused.
Because believe people are not telling me now that every person in Uromi must be a criminal.
Those are the people that they are.
You don't even know what transpires, sir.
They accommodate those Arosuku people. I want you to explain to them. Those people are caused. They are the problem.
They say every person of Uromi, of my place Uromi, must be a criminal armed robber.
That's not true.
Yes. That is part of the cause. It was a criminal case. Those people are thieves. They said those people will be thieving. They will be
Listen, when I ask questions, when I have the details, the one I can remember now, I will tell you. If I cannot remember, I'll tell you it's another topic for another day. But what I want to let you know is that something transpired. And later, those costs were later reversed. They don't tell you now. Those costs were later reversed.
Maybe the cost is affecting them.
If maybe they are later revised, but no, my people are still criminal.
I know those people. Me, I still want to do boy, but those people and their own.
I dey come. I beg. Now ask them we told the cause. Who they told the cause?
Mu ask because I say neighbor. I can I say neighbor awon. Ukule bo I can oje.
That what I'm on here. I what on the talk so eh. They come be like say una dey happy say they cost them. Uromi no be Bini.
No, I go to appreciate the cause my people. I mean, but I mean, I'm not going for
Listen, I tell you one thing.
I know they appreciate the cause.
Bros, listen, I tell you one thing. You see this issue of Fulani people in Uromi. Listen, this issue of Fulani people in Uromi. You know the reason why I back the Uromi people, even though what they did is wrong. That doesn't mean that they should come and attack Uromi people. We should keep quiet. You know why? That land known as Edo land. He did the eye of the Nupe people. Who are the Nupe people? They are the Fulanis. He did the eye. That's why when some our sisters were coming to come and be saying Nupe should come and Fulani should come and attack us, I said no. I don't wear on Montan or Gabie, Egagboa. Well, I know how if I have to support them, that means that I did not appreciate what our forefathers did. Ewu, Irua, Agbede, Auchi, the Nupe people came. They wanted to take over that land and spread Islam. It was our forefathers that stopped them. And who were our forefathers? The people from Esako world. That's why you see today. There are some people in Esan land, they are from Esako. There are some people. Who are those people? They were Esako warriors who joined the Esan warriors and the Benin warriors to fight the Nupe people, and they conquered them. So today you'll be telling me that because the Uromi people are stubborn, they are rebellious, as you join the Fulani to fight them.
No, nobody join us. Nobody join us fight anybody.
Which one?
The Nupe what you dey talk?
Nupe invasion. Those people join.
They join now.
They say me
No,
go back.
Oh, I'm going to go. Esan warrior.
Yeah.
That war was not fought only by the Esan people. In Esan land, we have Esan North, we have Esan South. Do you know? We have Esan North, we have Esan South.
Of course. Yeah.
Okay. When the Nupe people came, they entered Tuanchi.
Esan warrior. Pume
They enter. Listen. Listen, you know, say I felt you before they say Benin not join for that Nupe war. I just laugh. If Benin not join, why it can't be say they can't station people reach Eho? They station people, they station a Kakulos, warriors up to Eho. And you say Benin not join for the Nupe people fight. They join now. The Benin supply Goldsmith, they supply warriors, they supply human capitals. The Esako people too, they have that warriors, they join. Why are we changing history?
So now
Do you know that? Listen. Do you know that the Benin are good in Smith making, cutlass, hoe, arrow, spear? The Benin manufacture those things. Do you know?
So now besides our student lied to us. Say nobody join us.
Or that do you know that Benin they good for Goldsmith? They produce.
Can I also ask a question?
I beg you, one come out. Esan warrior, do you know?
Mr. Losa.
Listen first. Esan warrior, do you know that the Benis they are good in producing cutlass, hoe, spear, and arrow?
Of course, I know that one.
So that's how they contributed, and they also contributed humans for that war. Before they were able to now defeat the Nupe and now push them in Agbede. There's some people in Agbede, they are from Nupe. There's some people in Esako, they are from Nupe. There's some people in Esaland, they are from Nupe. Oh my God. I'm talking about history, you are telling me.
Because our so-called student, he said nobody assist us. We fight them alone.
If you want to follow and make a rest, make another call your life program.
Mr. Esan warrior, can I ask a question, please?
I'm not believer. Not make me invite you make how they tell us our history.
If I also allow me that question, but the Esans are kind about marginalization. I want to ask. Until 2010, the Esans produced politicians more than the Edo people and the Yoruba. Is it fact or truth?
Yes, you are right. That's
what
I said it. Yes, I said it before.
Because me now, we are from Odeo. We have been marginalized by the Esans. They dominate everything. The Esan one, they want ask for referendum, they want ask for Nigeria, they not ask because we many for Edo, they not ask, they go ask for their person, go ask for independence, which is not right. They have to start for their own people first.
No,
Please
no,
educate us about that.
no. Anthony Enaro did well for independence of Nigeria. He did well. I cannot lie to you. I will not say because it's an I should lie. No, if I'm lying, that means I don't have integrity. He did well. I said it before.
Sir, please, in 1950, why did our Oba demand for our own separate authority? If now was right,
listen,
educate us about
listen. That one you said now. The reason was that the Yorubas wanted to subdue the Benin people. They wanted to subdue the Benin people. The Oba never said that they want to be on their own. After the British conquered the Benin Empire, they dethroned the Oba to Calabar, they exiled him. Then they now introduced what they call an administrative council where you have Obaseki as the administrator. Now, what the British wanted to do was to make sure that because the Benin fought with them, they wanted to make sure that Benin as a tribe goes into extinction. They now said that the Benin will now be part and parcel of the Yorubas. That was what the Oba fought against. The Oba never fought against we should not have independence. That's not true now. That's why from there they did a referendum to not have Midwestern region. The Midwestern region came from all the way from the former Western region. From in 1963. From there they now have Bende State. From Bende they now have Edo and Delta. So what the Oba did that time was to fight against this idea, this mentality of trying to extinct Benin as a tribe. That's why you see people like the Omobola and the fake Yoruba historians, they will be telling you that Benin is part of Yoruba. No. If they
Why Benin people always say most of our women in Esan land, there are a lot of mad women in our society. I don't know why. That they are caused. That is why there is a lot of mad women in our Esan land.
That one not be history. That one a saga. If you look in every
They don't like us.
listen in every
It's
tribe.
because they don't like us. That is why.
Listen in every tribe,
Okay.
in every tribe there are mad people. That's not history. I'm talking about. Let us talk about history.
Okay. You say mad people. It's not that maybe our people are caused.
No, not be that one. Not be that one. That one a saga. That one a saga.
This one is clear.
That one a saga.
My brother, my guy, I never hear anything mad people once against Esan. No, just for that one. I just fallacy.
So I don't want to say that. They go say our women are shawo, our women are wish.
I want to tell you now. Since when they hear about now, that take year now for. I take the year now.
No.
People like me, I go.
No, give me gift. I want go.
No. We go give you.
Give me gift.
This is the way they tell us. They enter our body with the journal.
Yeah, I will talk like. Me, I know they talk history because the one we say don't see favor Benin. I still talking. I have a good year, history time.
Because you get one idiot where they call Igbo Kosu. They turn our head upside down.
That one a small boy now they watch now. No, don't say because with the like line, I'm gonna they watch. Igbo Kosu no reach student when me teach. Student when me teach for Nigeria many years ago. Igbo Kosu no even reach them. It's not articulate. Why again here we are going? I always like watching him. Do you know the reason why I watch Agbo Kosun? If they give me points, if they make me remember history. Or tell me so. There was a time when I said the BTC. I said the Benin Traditional Council, the Oba is what? Is the chairman. And that position is hereditary. I said the Oba of Benin has the right to hire, fire, and suspend any NJ in Esan and in Benin. I said it before now. Emakata, you don't watch me.
Yeah. Now so
what are you talking? I beg you. Me, I know the fabricate history. You know, since when I go to Nigeria that day, at the Waka Ring Road, the Waka everywhere. You know why? If you stop me, I'll tell you, you should not be me talking, a history talker.
yes.
I spent 1 month and 3 weeks in Benin. I was flexing at the toy everywhere. You know, everyone say I be a kate. I enjoy myself, they go. Why? Because if you hold me anywhere, I'll tell you, say, don't be me talking. Now book, now for reader. Don't say history where you say history, you cannot go to Nigeria. Anybody that is telling you history, I cannot go to Nigeria, you know that history is fake. Like it was a Mokife I heard that Mokife said Benin was not an empire. That is not true. Benin was an empire from 1440 until 1897. Benin was an empire from 1440 to 1897 when the British came to conquer and took over Benin.
But the history where they talk, you not getting reference.
Mr. Lawrence, that is according to record, though. That is not the time Benin became an empire, according to us. Just when it was documented, that is what you are mentioning, Abi.
Oh, I know
why. For us, it's different.
No one, but what I know was that according to record that I studied, he said Benin became an empire from 1440 to 1897 when the British came and during the Benin expedition in 1897. And that book, if you look at the history, there's a book they called Prince Agato Ekato. He wrote about the Benin Empire. Go and read that book, Prince Ekato, the Benin Empire. Go and buy the book. You get it. I have the book. Prince Ekato, the Benin Empire. Otania. So what from my research, and it is not true for you to say that it was the Portuguese that empowered Benin to become an empire. That is not true. Benin was already existing as an empire before they got in contact with the Portuguese. That gone.
That is what I want to clarify. That is why I mentioned my own point of it.
It is well recorded that it was 1440 to 1897 that Benin was already an empire before they got in contact with the Portuguese. That's it. It is well recorded. And that the only thing I want to say is that I will not lie in history. The only thing I want to say is that when the Portuguese came, when the Benin got in contact with the Portuguese, yes, it also helped to sustain that empireship of the Benin. Yes, it is true. It was true because people who were trying to rebel against the Benin Empire, when they saw the sophisticated nature of the weapon, they have to surrender. They didn't try anything to fight against the Benin Empire. It's just true. There's a name of that gun. There's a name they call that gun. Aquarius. That was the name of the gun that the Portuguese gave to the Benin Empire that they use in sustaining. That's what they call technology. Before they were using spear, arrow, poison, charms. But when they got in contact with the Portuguese, even the Oba have to sacrifice certain things. The Oba have to become a Christian before the Portuguese could release those things to the Oba. So when you say Benin was an empire, they get that gold, they get that this one. I'm tired. I'm already established. That one is okay for today. Now I come out. Now I go sleep.
Epa, should I correct one thing?
Is that?
Epa, now, there's according to us, we, a family Mekiri, Oba no Mekiri.
Yes,
Oba of Benin. Yeah, the Oba of Benin is referred as Oba, the first Oba is referred as Oba Nigodo. Only saying that means after Igodo. Oba Nigodo. The first. The teaching to Benin. Yeah, that was when they were operating. Yeah.
That was when they were operating Ogiso.
Because we might left. Oh yeah, Empire. We might left. That's why for those people saying nonsense. That is when it became an empire.
Yes. But you agree with me that the Oba Nigun is a descendant of Oba Eweka the first?
Yeah, we are from that lineage.
Yes, okay, thank you. So I have your history too, Oba Nigun. I have your history too. Something transpired. I know what transpired. I can tell you not today. So this word Igodo, the first Ogiso was Ogiso Igodo. It was when I changed that place from Idu to Igodo. You understand? And that name Igodo, you get what it mean? Now good name. From Idu, Igodo. And then after I change, I had to end up here, Edo, Nagije now. Yes. If you want me to talk about the history of the Oba Nigun, I will tell you. But basically, Oba Nigun is a descendant of Oba Eweka the first. It's a descendant of Oba Eweka the first. So that one is very clear. I will talk about that one, no problem. If I have the opportunity, I'll talk about Oba Nigun. Let us say history the way it is. So I will tell you about the history of the Oba Nugu. I have the history that well documented. So only my Tony Medowe. The other thing,
But
Medowe.
Mr. Elosa,
Mr. Losa, Mr. Losa, I want to ask a question. According to us, the warriors that were protecting us was the Urubus in our own territory. The Esan warriors betrayed the Benin. That's why maybe those are the same thing they are also doing now. They betrayed us.
Doing well, doing well.
Not even the
Doing well.
Benin. In
Doing
our
well.
time, they betrayed. They
That is-
perpetrated in the act
no,
of
stop
slavery.
now. Why you go say we betrayed you now? How? When?
No.
Some parts,
Yeah,
some
how? When?
parts. The
Esan warrior, make I ask a question. Oh,
I want me to another part.
Like that. Now
I
you
want
say
me
we
to
betrayed
another part.
people.
Those are the same thing we are passing. I want it there to play further part.
Esan warrior, when I read now.
No, because you know what they talk saying that we betrayed. They're going to see us like
People listen. People are listening. People honor what I say more than what he says. You listen. I will ask you a question.
Esan warriors. My mother, grandfather are from Boka. They have the
But
story.
listen, I have the history. Oh,
those are the facts. I want me educators.
The Urban Ugu was in charge of setting a community. I can mention the name of the community. I know that. You hold on. When you say the Esan warriors, the Esan people are not to be warriors. When you talk about the Benin Empire today, you cannot mention, when you do not mention the Esan warriors, the Benin Empire is not complete.
we are warriors, of course.
I'm coming. Hold on. Let me answer him now. You cannot talk about the history of the Benin without talking about the Esan warrior. I said it before.
We are working. If we are really working, why is it that the Nupe people were able to occupy our land?
Thank you.
You guys are not warriors again. You guys are not warriors again.
I'll come out here.
Now make one me boys not pick gather. Make them do better thing.
I beg, calm down. I beg. Wait, Mr. Losa, I beg the come.
I will tell you someone to make drop you, and I will have to talk him and like you.
Mr. Losa, that question.
Listen.
Yeah, I come. I beg, I come. The question
I will answer you. Listen.
They say who fights around the way must surely fight another day.
No.
Never hear them.
Let me talk. When the Nupe people, they used to come as traders. They used to come as charm sellers. They were living with us. They were trading with us. We were buying from them. We didn't know that they were nurturing this idea of Islamizing the whole of Edo up to River Niger. The Nupe people wanted to spread Islam in the whole of Edo. When they take over the whole of Edo through Islam, they will also take it to across the River Niger. We didn't know. They were coming as gold copper, by mercy, by charm. They were trading with us. They were living with us until they started invading us. We didn't know. By the time we now discovered that they started invading us through the Esan North. Esan North. They started. So we didn't know. What they do is that when you are sleeping, they will set fire on your roof. By the time you open your door, they will capture you. They will raid you. They started from Aunchi. Then from there, they were now advancing to Egu. Egu is in Esan land. From Agbeda to Egu, it's about 10 kilometers. We didn't know because they were living with us. By the time we now discovered that they were trying to now take over our land, that is when we now joined force together. The Esan North, the Esan North, the Esan South, then the Esako warriors, because some of the Esako warriors were not in support. And that Nupe people were able to invade us because some of the people who were living in Esako, in Auchi, they were tired of serving idol. They were tired of serving idol. So they wanted a change. That was why Nupe people were able to get access to Auchi and Agbede area. Some of the Edo people supported them. They supported them. Some of the Esako people who were not having titles, they saw it as an opportunity to now join the Nupe people to fight them so that they will give them honor and title. That was what transpired. But by the time the Benin knew, by the time the Esako people knew, they team up. The Nupe were conquered because there was an alliance between Esako warriors, the Esan North, the Esan South, and the Benin. So initially we didn't know. They were just ready. That's why they what they use kukuruku. It is a symbol. There's something that it represents. When they were coming, they will be saying kukuruku. When you hear it, it means that they've come again talking. We didn't know. We were living with us. By the time we knew, we fought them, we conquered them now. Go and look at your history.
Now we conquer them now.
Okay, Abba. Esan warrior, our warrior, and Awushi warrior. Who is the most powerful?
The Esan people are mainly known as warriors.
No, I know. Esan warrior. Who is the most powerful warrior?
Listen, people are watching. You let me talk. You ask me a question, let me talk. The Esan people, they specialize in their warriors. They are warriors. That is their area of specialization. Then the Esan people, they are geologists. They are geographers. They are cartographers. Now they show Esan warrior road and they show that the map where they will follow. The Esan warriors are fighters. It be like say you could ask me say a doctor and nurse, which are they specialized past? Doctor and nurse, they both of them are important. But the Esan people, they are warriors. They know they change that one. Now history net can. Then the Benin, they are administrators. The Esan people, they are mainly if they go war now, we want to go fight war. Now Esan people, now they stay for front. They show Esan warriors road. When they show the road finish, when they don't, that's why I said the Esan people, they are geographers. They are cartographers. They are geologists. Then the sailor, they are the Shakiris, the water people. Area where everybody gets your own area of specialization. That's how they were able to succeed and conquer their enemies. So when we talk about warrior, yes, it is Esan people. It is true. The only thing I just want to ask that guy is this: please tell me what happened. What incident happened that made you to say that the Esan warriors betrayed the people in that Obanugu domain? Tell me so that I'm going to make my research. Because I have not gone to a place where the Esan warrior betrayed the Benin. So tell me what happened.
I'm not the guy here call the lie. I go say will be betrayer. That will do now. Benin people come to use that one call
the history. No, listen, I'm here. Don't worry, I'm debunking him. Where the last time I do where? I'm not debunking him.
How they talk that thing for public now? They now shame to us.
No go there. Esan play great role in the Benin Empire. Don't go there. The Esan played a great role. The Benin we're talking about today, the Esan people they contributed. They see the home.
That is why we are powerful. That is why we are powerful.
Oh, so
we are very, very powerful.
Even though some people were rebelling against the Oba, that does not mean that it is normal, a normal thing. That does not mean that the Esan people are not.
We are very strong. Why is it that we are Bamudafo? Why is it that in Benin, when you get to Benin, there's a different warrior there, but hardly before you find Esan warrior? Why?
Yes, you are Osas you are right. Without Esan, no Benin Empire. Yes, you are right. It is true. Not only the Esan people. We also have the Esako. We also have the Benin. You are right. That is history. It's history that says so.
Oriaba.
Yes.
Why is it that when you enter Benin, maybe when you get to a place like a ring road, you will find a place where they draw those warriors and they will write their name. All those names are Benin name, are Edo name.
Those ones are Benin name now, but I told you about
those are Edo name.
No, yes, now
they are warriors, very powerful warriors.
Don't worry, listen. Don't worry.
Those are warriors that really fight.
What you want me to do is this: just send me a DM telling me to talk about the warriors.
And secondly, I'm surprised that there's no woman in our land that fights just like the way they find a queen fight in Benin.
Yeah, no, we have Ija was a Benin warrior, but we have other warriors who also fought in other areas, not in war. We have them. We're talking about heroes and heroines. We have them now. They did now. Let me tell you, most of the Iyobas in Benin were from Esan land. I hope you know. Many of them. Many of the Oba's mother, they came from Esan. I hope you know many of them, not be one, not be two, not be three, many of them came from Esan. So if Esan is different from Benin, how come the Oba's mother, they came from Esan? How come? So there are evidences to prove that Esan and Benin and Esan are the same. Many evidence to prove. Many of one. Number one is this: the warriors. Many of the warriors came from Esan land. Then number two, many of the Iyobas, they came from Esan land. So when I say it, I will tell you the point.
Okay. I will like to know this so that I will be very, very proud of my place where I come from, which is Esan. Are you not telling me now? Are you not putting to me now that Ijan Yesige is from Esan land?
No, Ijan Yesige is from the Benin artist of the Edo. It's from the Benin artist of the Edo. Some say he came from Igeudo. Some say he came from Igeudo. Some also say he came from Okoirwe. You understand? If you watch, but there was something I was watching the Greatest Edo the other time. He made mention of Okoirwe that has to do with Ijan Yesige. So I have not really done my detailed research to know whether it is the father or the mother. That Okoirwe girl, my baby sister, she said it came from Okoirwe because in my village Okoirwe in Uwo there's a primary school named after the Ijan Yesige. They call it Idia Primary School. There's a primary school in my village. They call it Idia Primary School. It's in my village, opposite the market. So I have not done proper research about that one because whether you say Okoirwe, whether you say Igeudo, they are all in Benin artists of the Edo. That's why I have not done any research on that one. So to say it came because there was a video I watched. Where a man was narrating the history that Ijan Yesige went to Ida with some warriors, youth warriors to go and fight that war. That was the video I watched. Then I also watched. So I have not really done. I will not lie.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
I will not lie. I have not done my. If you want me to do my research, I will do my research to know where she actually came from. Because there's a place, there's a quarter, there's two things about Ida years ago in my village. One, the primary school was named after her, Ida Primary School, and the two, then there's a statue that was used to immortalize her. That's the guy in my village again. Then number three, there's a quarter in my village where they say Ida lived. So if I want to do my research, I will know whether it's the father or the mother where they come from. I'll find out. So that is that.
That one is clear. That one is
So
clear.
I will not lie. Oh, me I know will lie. I have my integrity.
Okay, sir. So I have there's one of Benin friends that will stay in the same area in Italy, and the guy come from Yokoyomo, and when maybe sometimes he always call Yokoyomo whenever Yoba. I don't know what it is like that.
Yes, Yokoyomo, meaning that there were some Oba's mother who also came from Yokoyomo. It's not only in Esan land. They came, even some Oba's mother also came from Igeudo area. So they came from different quarters. They came from different quarters. So in Benin, some Yoruba came from Benin, others Yokoyomo. Some came from Esan land. But the one of Esako, I have not done my research to find out whether some also came from Esako. I have not done my research. I will not lie.
Okay, yes. Sir. Thank you very much.
So
but
if you want to invite me, and you tell me, okay, give me a topic, I'll do my research. I will let you know. But in the case of Benin and Esan, yes, many Yorubas came from that area. It's true. But the Bible of Esako, I've not done my research. I will not lie.
No problem about that. We are very happy. We are grateful about that.
So that is that.
Secondly, there's one show media which they call it Eboyi. He used to visit Queen Idia house.
Where?
Queen Idia house.
Where is that one?
I forget the place, but he put it on a page.
Send it for me. Let me see. Because that may prompt me to go and do my research or maybe try to record. Because not everything you ask me, I can remember. I said you tell me talk about this one. Like Idia, we also have Idia College in Benin City. I hope you know.
Yeah. I know that very well.
So for that issue of Igeudo and Okoirwe, I will do my research to really know which one is the apple.
That woman make me to understand that Ijan Yesige is from Benin, Edo State.
Yes, from Benin. It's from Obedono, Benin. Yes, she's from Benin. So she's from Benin. She's right. But what I can only tell you that I've already told you some things to show that they may be right to say that Ija came from Okerue. We have Ija Primary School. We have the quarter where he lived. You know that Okerue girl. She they ask Eda's question. So she they ask Eda's question. She asked.
All right, thank you very much. We are grateful.
All right, so thank you for giving me the platform. God bless you. Hope to when you have any issue, you know where to reach me. You have my number now. So I've never seen where the Esan people, Esan warrior betray the Uromi people. The only thing I know is that Agbanoje betray rebel against Oba Osolwa. I know that one. The Esan warrior I've never seen in history where the Esan warrior betrayed the Beninese. Because during the case of the issue of Oba Osolwa and Agbanoje, the second Onoje of Uromi, they did not betray the Beninese according to Okoje. Okoje said it was the Esan warriors that kpai Oba Osolwa, and it was also the Esan warrior that kpai Agbanoje. Agbanoje did not disappear. That is a lie. If anybody tell you that Agbanoje disappeared, that is a fallacy and a propaganda. It not vanish anywhere. They kpai am. So thank you.
But Mr. Losa, who is Agbanoje to the Benin?
Agbanoje was the second Onoje of Uromi after his father. Was second Onoje. He was being rebellious. That is, during his regime, during his reign as the second Onoje of Uromi, he was rebelling against. He even went to Ida. He went to Ida that Ida should join him. That he want to fight against Oba Osolwa. Ida people did not listen to him now. He also told all the NJs in Esan land that they should join him to fight Oba Osolwa. They did not join him now.
But is he from Nupe or Benin?
Agbanoje. It's an Esama. It's not Nupe. It's an Esama. His father's name was it's not Nupe. That's a lie. It was the second Onoje of Uromi. It was not Nupe. It was pure Benin. Let I go sit down.
In this time, those people that really fight the war, that fight, then. And those people, after everything, then maybe they mold them for remembrance.
Yes, that's immortalized. They immortalize them.
Yeah.
Immortalized.
But all those kind of place, those things is common in Benin City.
Yes, we have
a lot of people like that in Benin.
You're talking about tourist sites. You're talking about tourist sites.
Benin that they are warrior.
We have tourist sites. All those sites there, all those tourists, all those tourists that can serve as tourists are there now. They're there now. All those are tourist sites. There are many places that will serve as tourism in those states, but the government is not doing anything about it now. Odigi,
something about that.
So what you will do? You will write that now. Will they educate people so that people will not get out of them make research. We go they tell them or they listen to us.
What we know that is one time we clear everything is that maybe we have to visit all the old place to check the warriors. Based on the people they mold that fight through there, we know the kind of warrior each people have.
What you will do is this: very simple. Tell someone to write it down. Warriors from those states, warriors, the one in those states in Esan, will do research. We name them. I know of Isidahome. I know of Ebolime. These are Esan warriors.
But in our side, it's hard before I find maybe like maybe. The one I see in my land is not to 3. Let me say 3 or 4.
The problem
many always say they talk. You know, say history, yeah. In history, you talk about history has to do with narration of major events that occur in the past. Major events that occur in the past. So that major event, they will be mentioning major warriors. They will mention major warriors. There are other warriors. Like you see that
major means the supreme.
Major means the leader. The most important ones.
Yeah, the most important.
The commander.
Yeah,
yes.
that is the most powerful one.
Yes, now the Ekakolos. That we mentioned the Ekakolos.
The rest would be a boy, all those kind of things.
But you know they because only one person of fight everybody. All of the day important. All the day important. So all right, tomorrow. Good night.
All right, thank you very much.
Mommy, let's not leave. All right, so thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Mr. Alausa. God bless you. We really enjoyed the session. So we'll be glad for having you next time. So thank you very much, everybody. We'll come back next week and continue from where we stop. So this Esan history, we have to get to the bottom. We get to the end. So this is just the beginning. So thank you, everybody, the viewers. Power tap and share the live. Thank you, everybody. God bless you all. I wish you all a very nice, a good evening and sleep well. Thank you very much, everybody. Good night.
King, you always use that word. Why are you?
Oh yeah, no matter what you happen, even
I
though
won't start the matter, and they always hit and say, don't start waiting, you don't go finish. Because don't expect say leave. I don't join anybody. I know they join anybody.
Now, okay, if you not go join person, cool down, make I address this thing now. Allow me to. Saving a floor member.
Please wait, let me finish. I beg. I think I beg. When the thing they start, they go mute, you know, talk. When the thing don't they talk to another team, you don't favor the Igbo. Think are expecting me to come defend Igbo. I don't defend anybody. If you don't get mad to defend yourself, that's your business. And when you talk, you cannot be able to defend what you said. That's your business.
Lele,
and as a host,
I want to defend what you are trying to digress.
You are doing bias. Yes, it's not fair. It's not good. You just support the Yoruba for years.
Okpaka go drop you.
Lily is not supporting you, but the only bias I'm seeing here is that Lily still leave this thing for this.
If you want to drop me, no problem. I'll tell the truth for free. I'll tell the truth for free.
Okpaka, wait. Can you tell everybody that is watching what do you mean? Can you define to everybody that is watching, or expatiate to everybody that is watching how the meaning of support?
Let me tell you something. Do you know why I say you're supporting the
I ask you, I know something.
okay, the mere support, when one tribe is saying something, you divide the tree. That's you always go to one side of the tribe, then you leave the other side. That's the meaning of support. Because let me tell you one
Lily, I
thing.
won't talk
When
since you know allow me.
wait now, the Igbo they talk
Lily, I
now.
won't talk
You
since you
say,
know allow
wait
me.
now, let me talk something. You
You
say what Igbo they talk, say no be right, no be right thing. Say what Yoruba they talk is the right
Let
thing.
me say, what you go to talk no be right thing. I said
That's what I'm trying to say now. I tell you now, say, what is that for you for Igbo land?
no wonder
Two the
somebody
cause now.
first time
You said no.
because
Madam, yes. This school when I go, I feel right at the feel.
Wait, I think I'll beg you.
Lily,
One thing,
Lily, I beg, make one Yoruba
wait now, so try to life. You wait, Omolola.
Omolala,
make this king know they call my name.
because you're a woman, go and look for your husband.
One thing,
You go and look for pad for your wife.
Another thing,
you go wrap
Omolala, you have no right to cook here. Go and
explain something.
fine
go and
this
cook
for
for
your
your
wife.
husband.
I know she drop for her toto. May you shut
What
up
I'm
again.
saying is that
Me, I want
you
drop.
cannot
Yeah,
tell
Yoruba
us
platform.
where
Drop
This
if you want
Yoruba
drop. You are not
platform.
making any sense. So
Yeah, I
drop.
want drop. Yeah, Yoruba platform. I will tell you the truth for free. You
You
know
are not making any sense. You can drop.
let me drop you. Go down, go the
Bye
right down.
bye.
This is my platform. You cannot tell me what to do. If you don't like it,
I
go
already
to
hold
Igbo
on.
platform.
Make me
Alele, go to Igbo platform. What I'm saying is that you said all the crime happened in East, in Imo State. Now Yoruba people. And you
Yes,
expect
na
us to just
Yoruba,
say,
I
yes,
agree.
big if you talk again. Yoruba, they commit all the whole crime. And I ask you, the governor, who is the governor? You say, Fulani